these were the settings that got me into Champions League. So we need to start off by going into my settings first. So these are what I play with. I play on a slightly stretched resolution. With the new update, you kind of really can't play on a good resolution, but because it will reduce your FOV, but playing this resolution is actually really good, 1879 by 1080. So then I have my view distance at near, because that's just a waste of FPS. Shadows, because who needs shadows? They're just a complete waste. Anti-aliasing I have at high, because if I see stuff which is really blurred, I personally really don't like it. Textures low, you don't really need them. Effects low. This is the biggest FPS drop. If you have effects at epic, high or medium, it just destroys your FPS. And post processing is where it shows. It's like if you have post processing on high, you would see stuff in the distance very perfect, but if you have it on low, it's like really jagged. I'll show a picture now on screen, but that's really what it looks like. Then we go into my settings. I play with 800 DPI on my Logitech G502. I'll put a picture of that mouse. Logitech G502. I'll put a picture of that mouse. And this is, I play 247. I don't know why, I like playing with a decently high sense. I play on a really high sense, but a super low aiming sense, like really low. So like I have to flick my mouse across the entire mouse pad if I want to move a little bit. Then I play on 54. I don't know why, I've always thought this was like a good brightness. Then for this, I typically have my music volume a bit higher, but because this video would sound distorted. For my sound FX, I have it 4141. There's my dog in the background, sorry guys. Voice chat at max, I just like it. I typically have pushed the talk off. Then I play Trinitope, correct me if I'm wrong, but I play Trinitope with colorblind strength 7, because any more, I think the weapons just look blurred and the green is just So I play 7. Sorry guys about my dog, he's going mental. So here are the things. Here are my settings. So I have crouch as V. The reason I have it as V is because I used to play Roblox Phantom Forces, where I use C to crouch, but when I first started playing on keyboard and mouse, I switched from PS4. I was using Cypher PK's keybinds, ERCX, and ERCXZ, but I switched that to mouse wheel up. So I couldn't have that, so I just moved one to the right and got crouch. I don't sprint because I use auto sprint, or my auto run's 1. And if you see my reload as P, that's only because I use one button on my mouse to reload. I'll put a picture of that up on the screen. I use eat as my pickup, tab as my harvesting tool, 2, 3, 4, X mouse wheel up. I don't know why, I just like that. My crouch is V. I've recently changed these, but these are really good. I'll show like a clip of why these are so good. Yeah. Okay, so the thing I'm talking about, which is effective by using Q and C as my different things, is that if you play with all your builds on, say, one finger, so say I played with WASD, but then I used this finger, so I'm doing Mr. Savage M's keybinds, just say. So I would have to do each build with one finger. and that's just not as quick as, say, using Q, C, and E. Tifus, I would say. So then you could do this. And you could control each one with each finger. That's why I use Q, which is right here. Sorry if you can't see that well. Q, which is right here, and C, which is right here. I just have extended keycaps on this one and this one. V, and C. And then my wall is my stair is this button here on my G502, and then my cone's this button. So I wouldn't really consider you be using cone as like a primary build. It's definitely used, but not as much as you would use your wall or anything like that. So then I use left control as my trap because I just don't have a crouch key. Well, my crouch key's V, so I just use left control. K's my repair building because like K's on my mouse have this bit bound, all usual things. I push the torques on my mouse, but I don't actually use it. My emote button's N because I think B is too close to V. My edit is F. It used to be Q, but F is just like, it's all about how fast you can spam it, and I personally think F is just the quickest one to spam. I don't have any of these bound because you don't honestly need them bound. Like I have this one bound as L. That's what it's always been. You don't really need any of these. I just have like the weirdest things. Switch quick bar. You don't actually, I don't use switch quick bar, it's just a dumb thing. I use this just to go through my emote. My map is M, my inventory is 6. I just would never accidentally press 6, that's why I use it. I use V to exit everything. And that's roughly it. And these are my controller settings. I play controller often, but not as much as I do PC. I'm decent on PC, but I'm not as good as like. No, I'm decent on controller. I'm not as good as I am on PC though. I use the pad to edit. These are just for people who want to know what my PC settings are. No, my controller settings. And yeah, I'll make another video on my stretch resolution. But yeah, that was my thing about my settings, and now here's some clips of my building.